Hey, buddy.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Barge in on your show.
No,
That's
come
okay.
on
We
in.
were just talking about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Oh.
And how the trial started yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Or 2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And they're giving just testimony about what a creep he was. Like,
Yeah. Still funny, though.
it is, but and I believe them. But I just don't understand taking a pill when someone gives it to you. Like I would, I guess because I'm
It's
not.
the cause. He's a doctor.
I know, but I just can't picture taking anything. If someone said, "Here, take this," I wouldn't do it.
What if it was...
We'll be right back with blaming the victim.
Yeah, that's...
No, but I'm not saying that it's their fault they got raped.
I'm fucking with you.
You know, like, and I even said that before. Like, I'm not saying they deserve to get. It's just a stupid. It's like a dangerous thing to do. You're putting yourself in a dangerous place.
Dude, if you know you're in this business. Remember the first time a famous comedian just walked up to you and said you were funny?
Yeah.
You would just...
I'm waiting for that, actually.
I really lobbed that over the net, didn't I? I was so excited the first time that happened. I can definitely see how, like, someone could get involved.
But she knew him for 18 months. Like, she knew him for 18 months. They had, like, relationships with him.
But
Wasn't
even
like,
so she trusted him and she wanted to maintain that relationship. Like, oh my God, Bill Cosby is...
I do understand.
Yeah.
I just can't picture myself taking a pill. It's just too scary.
Well,
like, for what reason?
Back then, that's what, hey, get a hold of yourself. Take this,
Right. It'll relax you.
Yeah, it'll relax. You know what? Whenever I watch old Hollywood movies, I'm like morbidly go on IMDb. Does everything have to have a fucking picture with it too? I'm being filmed. It's like, what the fuck more do you need? There's like fucking 9.
Troy's just Snapchatting.
Snapchatting. Fucking it just.
It's a lot of different ways to hit the audience these days. We got to hit them on every
fucking
angle.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is.
Crazy.
There's a lot of medium possibilities.
This
here.
is why Native Americans don't do fucking terrestrial radio, whatever, satellite radio.
Because people act like
souls being stolen.
They act like you're crazy though if you're not on all forms of social media. They're like, and you didn't Instagram it? And I'm like, well, we tried to, we filmed it for YouTube.
I don't fuck with Snapchat. I like things saved. I don't like things that disappear. It bothers me. I like to look at something and be able to save it and enjoy it.
I don't like that they say it disappears and then somebody just screenshots and it's like, no, it didn't.
Well, they can tell you the screen.
It's shit that you don't give a fuck about disappears, but other stuff.
Yeah.
That prevents you, Jim, from someday being the next president of the United States. That'll hang around. But
I've never sent a photo with my face in it that was bad. Have you ever, in all the years, like I know you've been with your girl for a long time, but have you ever sent anything out that you're like, oof, fuck, I shouldn't have sent that? Or were you always pretty smart with texting and stuff like that?
oh no, not texting or any of that shit. No, I haven't been smart. Jimmy, come on. How long you known me? I haven't been smart, but I have no plans on running for public office or protesting anything significant, so they don't give a shit. Like, all my shit's saved on some fucking hard drive under the Pentagon. They're never going to need to use it.
It is saved, too.
It is.
Yeah. Just the just-in-case file, but it's never going to come out.
Just in case this guy makes a left turn. I was just like, I know I'm a dope. I am. I'm part of the masses.
You know, I still think, and this is my crazy, people hate when I talk about our technology. Someday, any text that we've sent is going to be able to be retrievable. Some future technology will be able to go back and get every bit of electronic communication.
It's today.
No, but I mean, they can't go back and just say, me and Bill sent a text 5 years ago. And both of our phones are destroyed, but we sent it through somehow. There's going to be a way to go back and get all that technology someday.
Who wants to do that and why?
It'll be like the true biographies of people. Like, they're going to go back just to do it. They're going to have the technology to do it and go back and grab all of these things that they can now grab. I don't know how they're going to do it, but when you send something out,
yeah, but what's to prevent them from just making shit up?
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. But I mean, like, someday, like, when you send out a TV signal, it just goes forever into space. There's going to be a way to capture all those texts that got sent out, or all those messages and emails that got sent out electronically.
You think they're going to get it from space?
I don't know how they'll do it, but there will be a way to grab it someday. It might be 100 years from now, and they're going to go back and have true biographies of people, and all these things that we think we're saying privately are not going to be private.
You're going to be like, who cares, though? It was 100 years ago.
Yeah, agree. But they will do it.
I don't understand people's obsession with, like, wanting to know all that stuff.
I don't know if it's just because I kind of am curious about it myself. Like, I don't know.
Well, you mean individuals or companies? Because like companies collect every bit of data humanly possible.
No, I just mean, like, why people want to know what their fucking neighbor's texting to somebody. Like, why would you?
Oh, just individuals.
Once the technology's there, people will just do it because it's there. It's almost like when you look through an attic, like, just looking. There won't even be any real reason for it. I think people will just do it out of curiosity.
Yeah, I get curious. I mean,
yeah,
it's the same reason why, like, if somebody had their window open and I wasn't doing anything, I would just watch what they were doing.
I don't get that. You
wouldn't watch?
No, it's like when I watch, like, I watch all these sports channels now, and they're always talking about the fucking drama behind the fucking thing, and it's just like, I don't care who won the game.
Oh, you're not interested in any of the
I don't
personality
give
stuff?
a shit. And then everything that fucking happens, he got arrested for this. Good. He got arrested. The police and
They'll take care of it.
Yeah. Do you care? Like, we had Lou Piniella in recently, so I was dying to know about like those altercations between Reggie and Thurman Munson and Billy Martin and all that crazy stuff that was happening. Like, I kind of like that for some reason. You don't care about that at all?
Yeah, no.
I don't know why I do.
You just the game for you.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I just don't. Look, if you want to talk about this guy said this or this said that to a guy, and then they had a fist. You saw like a fist fight on the field. Maybe, but I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I like who that like A-Rod's dating J-Lo. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that I don't care about either.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Like the fact. Remember Robbie Alomar spit in the umpire's face?
Yeah.
And then, like, there was rumors, no one knows if it's true, there was rumors that Robbie Alomar was gay at the time. It was a rumor. And that the umpire had made some disparaging or anti-gay remark, and he spit at him, and that's why the whole thing went away, because the umpire said all these weird... I would love to know what that was about. I would love to know why he spit in the face of an umpire and wasn't in more trouble.
Yeah, the fighting interests me always, even if it's behind the scenes. I want to know what the tension's about.
I for a while ago was pitching that the NFL or one of these sports networks should have like a rated R network, and all the players are mic'd up. But the thing about it is, so you could hear what they say during the plays. But then just the liability for the league, the shit that people would be saying during the game. I don't think that would work.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just choking my fucking coffee.
I'm hoping, like, in the future, though, that people, like, they just get, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be. I think it's just going to be fascinating watching. You're going to spend your life reading what other people tweeted and fucking watching people on.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean.
My wife watched, she just, like, it's becoming like a thing. Like, we go to bed at night, and it's just like, I can't watch any more of these fucking shows where someone's trying to get married.
Bachelorette?
On TV. Yeah, I can't watch any more of these fucking shows where it's like 5 women in red-bottom shoes calling each other whores.
Yeah.
I just, how long can you fuck? This is like, I find it depressing.
What do you think the attraction to it is?
I don't know. I think it's like their sports. It's just mindless. Why do I watch sports? Why do I give a shit about the Cavaliers game tonight? I give a shit. I want to see them win. I want to see, the pylon team get beat. I want to see that. I don't know why.
Just mindless.
But it's something to fucking care about, I guess. But I don't know. I don't.
I think it's gonna get more because, like, you look at what like kids grow up watching now, and it's just stuff on YouTube where people are literally doing nothing. Like they'll just. A little kid is growing up watching somebody unbox toys. Like, that's what kids like watching on YouTube. Unboxing things.
That's right, opening up those little eggs and
They just
stuff.
sit there and they just watch for hours. I've seen them. They're like 3 and 4-year-olds just sit there on YouTube for hours watching people unbox something. And there's no way like that curiosity just stays in you so that becomes entertainment going
I just
forward.
hate how like fucking accepting everybody is of that and be like, well, fucking there's in the future there's just going to be like no privacy and it just that's just how it's going to be. Hey, man, if you're not doing nothing wrong. I mean, what the problem with all of that shit is literally going to be that the ability to revolt against something oppressive is going to discontinue because they're going to know who's doing it. And they're going to know how to stop it. There'll be no money anymore. You'll be fucking microchipped. They can just shut your microchip off so you got no money to fund whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do. They can either take you out literally or they can just go back and splice together the worst fucking tweets you ever sent. I mean, nobody's going to fucking survive that.
Well, here's what you hope to.
I mean, half the shit that I texted DeRosa, like jokingly, like, like... that alone could stop me from running from any fucking public office.
You hope, though, that with that technology that can fuck people like that, it also knocks people who can do it down to a normal level. Like, I think that technology also fucks people in power because they're now also, it's so easy to find out the stuff they're doing. Like,
yeah, but those are the clowns. All of those fucking guys that are like in power, they're not in power. Those fucking guys make no fucking money. The president makes $500,000 a year, makes no fucking money.
Didn't it used to be $200,000? Is he actually up to $500,000?
Yeah, it's like $400,000-500,000 a fucking year, and it costs like $100 million to get it. Like all of those guys, like what he looks like, what your senator looks like, and all that shit. But you don't know what these heads of corporations look like. Nobody's going to be fucking looking at those guys, I don't think. Or they'll own the technology and they'll scrub theirs. Whoever's coming up with that shit is going to go back and scrub the shit out of their own stuff first, I would think. It's just, I don't know. But by then, I think the robots will be here. I think before that technology comes out, the robots will take over.
How do you feel about like all the NSA leaks and stuff, and all the, like a lot of that stuff is coming out? Like people are just who have access to it now are just kind of spitting it out there for. I don't necessarily mind it.
The NSA leaks coming out?
No, I mean as long as people who are helping us aren't being killed, I kind of don't mind seeing it. Like it kind of, I feel like it's eventually going to force people to be more accountable or honest if all this stuff is going to be leaked out.
I feel like the stuff that's getting leaked out, though, is just the tip of the iceberg.
Or just
like
whatever
the
they
real
get there.
stuff isn't getting leaked out.
The person who's going to get hurt is the little guy always gets hurt. The big guys, they'll figure out a way around it. They have the money to spin it a certain way and say like a Snowden guy is evil. He wasn't trying to help people out. He's pro this or pro like. They have the ability. You know, like I don't know if what they're saying about that guy is true or it isn't true, but all I have is their fucking version of who the fucking guy is. So,
congratulations!
This is really deep, by the way. I came here to promote a cartoon.
We're happy. Yeah, so congratulations! F is for Family season 2 is out. It's up and streaming now. And how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. We're getting all kinds of positive feedback from everybody. People seem to be liking it better than the first season. Thank Christ. And you know, it's a ton of work. And, you know, we finally get it done. And if people go, that kind of sucked, then, you know, then you're like, oh, man, that's a waste of a year of my life. So very excited, you know.
Good, man. Well, if they like the first season, you like all of a sudden you don't want them to look at the second season and be disappointed. So if they like it more, that's a great thing.
Yeah. And, you know, do the show with the great Mike Price from The Simpsons. And we got all these people on from the first season, Laura Dern, Justin Long, Sam Rockwell, Dave Keckner, Haley Reinhardt, Debbie Derryberry, Mo Collins. I want to make sure I give as many people shout out as I can remember. And then we've added some more people. TJ Miller came on this season.
TJ's great.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's amazing. And what's his name? I forget. I just spaced on his name. He played Omar on The Wire.
Oh, Michael K. Williams.
Yes, thank you. He came on and did a voice. I didn't get to meet him though. You know, just how that works. Even though I had scenes with him, I was out in LA and he was out here.
They record differently. Okay,
he fucking crushed it. It's been great. It's been great. So there's 10. You know, the first season we only got like 6 episodes. I think they kind of wanted to see
see how it does. Yeah.
And then now we got 10. So we'll
That's
see. That's
awesome, dude. And I've been crediting you. You convinced me to go to Europe. I did it because of your suggestion. So
well, you went to Australia last time I saw you. Oh, Jimmy International Travel.
But no,
Where are you going?
I went to Antwerp. I did the same run
How
you did.
great was Antwerp?
It was gorgeous.
Beautiful, right?
Copenhagen. I went with Barang. So we talked about you the whole week. So you convinced me to go over, and I credited you completely with being the final. I just kept fucking hearing you in my head, and you were right. I was wrong.
And how? Yeah, you sold tickets.
I didn't sell out, but it was better than I thought it was going to be, and the crowds were great. Like the crowds that came were great. They got the jokes. Everyone was lovely.
Yeah. Then people will tweet about it. Then you'll get on people's Netflix pages in Antwerp or whatever, and then you'll sell more tickets, and it'll be like you're going to Buffalo, except you get to go to Europe. It's great. It's like a paid vacation.
Did you hate though? I hated traveling so much because I have a limited amount of time because we got to get back for this. So you do a show Thursday and then you get on the plane Friday and then you do a show Friday and then you get on the plane. Like I hate. That's the only things you can't enjoy the cities.
Yeah. So what I do is I usually I go over there before the tour starts and I'll pick a city I want to be in. And I'll spend like 4 or 5 days, getting acclimated to the time and all that, and actually getting to do some shit I want to do. But because I've had friends and family members, hey, next time you do one of those runs through Europe, I want to go with you. And it's just like, you really don't, because you're going to be like, oh, hey, there's the Roman Colosseum, and then there it goes, and you're back on the plane again, So, you'll learn. But the first time, I did it, I told my wife, okay, I go, just hang in there on this one. This is going to be a thrash. And she was totally cool with it. And I was like, eventually I'll sell tickets over here and we'll be able to do this more like a vacation. That's ended up what happened. Yeah, it does take, he says it takes a couple of times through. And, he was talking to me about your first tour and he's like, it was great, good. And then it got great. And then it got, it's just the way it works. Like, they get to know you a little over time. But it was the idea of just performing in all these places where you never think people would know who you are. And then people show up, and it was like, fuck, it was great. I was happy I did it. Yeah.
I credited you fully.
Oh, well, it's good. I'm glad you went over there and had a good time. You didn't come back. That fucking asshole was terrible.
No. I wish I had more time. If I didn't have radio, I probably would have stretched it out. Not that a Monday show in Belgium. I would have probably stayed Monday, done a Tuesday or Wednesday show. But you got to do them on weird nights that you'd probably rather not work.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Antwerp was one of those places that I wanted to spend like a week there, and I literally went there, like drove in from. I don't even know where the hell I was. Someplace in Germany. We drove in.
Oh, you drove.
And then had one beer, did the show, and then left the next day. And that was one of those places. I just, put a little pin in it. Come on, all right, one of these times I'm going to fucking hang here for a few days.
We only have 8 minutes left before our show gets cut off. How is it being a father? I've seen you since then, but we haven't had you on the show.
Oh, it's great. It's been an amazing thing. And the only thing that I haven't enjoyed is talking to a lot of parents. Really? That's the only thing. Well, they just, they fucking want to put an anxiety on you. Oh, it's going good now. Wait till a couple of months. Yeah, that's going to be fucking. So I don't talk to them. But other than that, it's been tremendous. She's amazing. She's sitting up now. She laughs. You know what's funny? My wife can make her laugh and I can't. I'm like bombing with my own kids. So I'm like stealing her jokes. I'm stealing her jokes to make her laugh. But now it takes them, like the baby, a while to bond with the guy because they have that immediate connection with the mother, immediately skin to skin, the
right.
breastfeeding and everything. And like the mom is their world. So it takes a while for them, they recognize you like, oh, there's that face I know. And I feel like in the last 10 days, she's kind of like looking at me as some sort of entity that's in her life, which is pretty cool.
How old is she?
5 months.
Because at first you served no purpose. Obviously
right.
There's the food and the holding, but they're like, what is this person doing? There's no purpose they can see for you at first until they probably see you for a couple of weeks. Then they're like, oh, all right, he's here.
Yeah. It's it was more a few months. Well, it's like the first 3 months. I mean, they're just sort of this cute little thing you're carrying around, and they're sort of looking at you and not quite understanding anything. But somewhere in 3.5, they start to become this little person, and it took about 5 months. Well, now I just really see her taking me in, like, oh, there's that guy. I know that guy.
Did it change anything? Because they say it changes everything, or I've never experienced it. Did it change anything for you?
What does it change? I don't know. I never had like that. Like, oh my God, everything's. I get that. That this person I obviously have to take care of, but like that whole like cloud clap moment of I think to me it was obvious that that's what it was. So, and I'm also like really fucking shut down, paved over emotional guy. So I think like when that stuff comes out for me is not in normal times. I find like I don't like when my daughter was born, it wasn't this immediate like, oh my God, it took like 15 hours.
What happened after like 15 hours?
My wife played Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely? And then I thought about somebody hurting her, and I had this murderous fucking thought what I would do to somebody.
Really?
That's how I felt unconditional love.
It's got to come from
thinking
something
about
negative.
hurting, a murderous rage.
Yeah, and I don't know if that means I'm fucked up, which I probably am to some. Comedians where like traumatic shit happened to us, so like I think we feel shit differently. So, I do know that the one thing that has amazed me is how effortless it is to take care of her. Like I just catch myself being a dad. Like for so many years, I was just like, I don't think I can do this and all this stuff. But then it's just, my wife asked me to do stuff, and it's like not even like a question. It's like, hey, will you do this? It's like, of course I will. I almost get offended that she's asking.
Sure.
Like, why wouldn't I do that? I love this kid to death.
Were you in the room during the birth? You stayed there in the room? Were you glad you did, or you wish you didn't?
No, I'm glad I did, because you got to go in there to support your wife. Other than that, you're just trying not to fucking be in the way. It's really like, it's the ultimate third wheel. I mean, everybody in there is serving a purpose, and you're just sort of standing like, you never just feel like, you just never feel like more like not like worthy, I will tell you, this is something that's really changed. Before I go up and do stand-up sets, like more times than not, I'm scrolling through pictures looking at her.
You are?
And I'm actually like going like, wow, I can't believe like what a softie I am. I'm usually like, make sure you know the bits and all that type of stuff. And, my wife, I always make sure she like sends me pictures and stuff. I don't know, dude. I know I'm a changed person, but I'm too not in touch with my own emotion to know how it is yet.
Has it changed traveling?
I'll let you know in a year. Yeah, it has. And I'm actually going out to dinner with my agent tonight. And I'm discussing how I want to do the road now, so I can possibly bring the two of them. See, this is how fucking out of touch I am. I just told you how I wasn't even aware in the moment that I scroll through pictures of her before I go on stage. I'm meeting with my manager tonight to adjust how I do my stand-up, schedule now. So yeah, I guess it's changed me.
Sure,
completely. Yeah, I guess it's completely changed me. I just needed to talk it out. Like I tend to downplay shit.
So when you want to go out like less, obviously, or do you want to go and stay in one place for a longer period of time?
Yeah, like rather than play, the bigger place, play the smaller place for 3 nights, and then just turn it into like a mini vacation because then I can kind of stay somewhere. I get more reps. I don't burn out a city. I get to enjoy a city. Right. So it doesn't become like that Antwerp thing. Like, there's certain cities like, there's a bunch that, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Chicago, Minneapolis, Nashville. I got a lot of cities that I love and would love to spend more than just a day there. Right. So this gives me the excuse. But then I also hate like, the first time she laughed, I was on the road. First time she sat up, I was on the road. It's not bad. I come back like the next day and I see it. But it's also, I don't want to miss all of that. And so this right here is the longest I'm ever going to do. Like this is a 6-day thing, and it just worked out because I'm promoting the show. Sure. But I'm never doing that again. And that's what I'm talking to my agent about, like just as far as like how I'm going to do this shit. Because what's great about being a comedian is as much as you go on the road, you actually spend more time with your kid if you do it right. Because even if I spend 6 days a month on the road, that's another 24 days I'm home, and like you're home. I don't have like a 9 to 5. Absolutely. 5 days a fucking week, plus the traffic.
And you'd miss a lot of that stuff anyway because you'd be at work. Like a lot of the stuff 9 to 5, you'd miss the first laugh or stuff because your wife's home during the day. So if you can take the kid with you, that's great. Yeah, no, dude, she's fucking awesome, man. You haven't flown with her yet? No, I haven't, and I'm kind of. Don't want to. My wife's like, no, it's not that big deal. I don't like flying with a kid when you can't explain to them how to clear their ears. Yeah, right. I just don't think that's fair to the kid. It's just like I don't want to do that. Just looking at them like walking. No, they have no idea. They don't know. You have. Yeah, I have a 3-month-old. Okay, so you haven't flown it. Well, congratulations. Well, thank you. Congratulations to you. Yeah. We're getting cut off in 1 minute because the computer stops us. It's not that we can keep talking if we want to. We can't. Oh, okay. So Bill is promoting season 2 of F is for Family. It's now streaming on Netflix. It's 10 episodes. You can get all of them right now. That's the beautiful thing about Netflix. People don't have to like wait 8 weeks for your shit to come out. They can just watch it and then keep watching it. Right. Yeah. And what's else is great, it takes you a year to make it, and they watch it in 5 hours. And then they go, when's the next season coming out? Yeah. And then you got to start the whole fucking promotion thing over again. Yeah. It's been a year since last one. I wish you could make them as fast as people could watch them. Yeah. Do you ever wish that it was like more weekly? Like, do you ever wish that it was spread out a little bit? Would that be easier for you? Yeah, in a way, because it's kind of like, if you got a really thoughtful gift for somebody and they just sort of devour, you cook a meal for somebody and they just fucking devour it, as opposed to like enjoying it and going, oh my God, oh, and the side dish, oh, and this, and the glass of wine. Yeah. They just belch and ask when's dessert. It doesn't seem to hurt it though. Like I go. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I go through things, man. I just watched the Keeper documentary, and it's like I plowed through it in 2 days, but I'm still thinking of it, and I'm still talking about people. It doesn't mean that they forget about your project. They'll still talk about it and still think about it like they've watched it for 12 straight weeks. That's true. Yeah. Because then everyone starts discovering it and they start talking about it. They almost talk about it more because they've got a complete thought process to get behind, not just trying to analyze one episode. I love your guys' positive attitude towards the future. Yeah. I know. I'm feeling much more positive. You guys are all about it. Streaming. That's it. All your shit out there. I know. Great. I know. I don't like. Believe me, the next time you hear about me, I'm going to be fucking hang myself in a closet. But for now, dude, you're bulletproof. You put all your shit out there. Yeah. Your interesting shit would be like, hey, you want to go to the mall or whatever? Yeah. Jim Norton seen holding hands with a genetic girl. Yeah. They're going to cut up. Bill, I love you, and I wish we had more time with you. Yeah. F is for Family. I love you brilliant. Too. I forgot to introduce my Andrew Themelis. He does my podcast and everything. Hi, Andrew. How are you? Huge fan. So he came in to say hello. He's a bit shy. It's nice meeting you, and it's good seeing you again. Maybe I'll see you this week if you're in town for 6 days, because we're here every day. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you, buddy. We'll see you guys tomorrow.